to the Nation Digital News Update with me, WithLerpong Amsa-Ngiam, and this is top story of the day. Prime Minister Abhisit Vejjajiva held an urgent meeting with Foreign Minister Kasit Piromya on Friday, one day before the People's Alliance for Democracy would stage a rally in front of the government house. Kasit was a former leader of the PAD, or the yellow-shirted group, who held months-long protests against runaway ex-Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra. Abhisit is scheduled to meet other yellow-shirted leaders this afternoon in an attempt to convince them not to rally. The Prime Minister said earlier that the Saturday's rally by the PAD, which is normally the ally of the government, would only make the Pravihan temple issue more complicated. He said if the PAD would stage the demonstration, it should be done in accordance with the law. PAD leader Jamlong Simyeong has called for a demonstration to demand the government revoke the Memorandum of Understanding on Boundary Demarcation signed with Cambodia in 2000. Jamlong said the MOU, which recognizes the signed French demarcation map, would allow Cambodia to claim Thai territory. He said, in quotes, "As Thai citizens, we have the duty to protect our sovereignty." With Bangkok still under a state of emergency, any public gathering of more than 5 people is prohibited. However, Abhisit declined to say that if the emergency law would be enforced to block the PAD protest. The PAD seems to have turned against the Prime Minister due to a difference in opinion over the temple. The nationalist group was against the Hindu temple getting World Heritage status and demanded the government act against it. The Yellow Shirts also suggested the government use force to exercise Thai sovereignty in the area near the temple. The Pravihan, according to a ruling by the International Court of Justice in 1962, is on territory under sovereignty of Cambodia. Thailand says the court had only ruled on the ruins, not the surrounding area, which is Thai territory. However, Abhisit cannot follow the PAD's demands because the Democrat-led government under Chuan Lik Pai had signed the Memorandum of Understanding in 2000. Instead, he is urging the PAD and other groups raising concern over the Pravihan issue to help the government come up with solutions. Jamlong said he wanted to know if the government had a solid plan about what it should do in a year from now when the World Heritage Committee considers Cambodia's temple management plan. The Thai delegation managed to convince the panel to consider the management plan during its next session in 2011, but there are no clear ideas on what Thailand would do next. Pravihan was made a World Heritage Site in 2008, making Cambodia to produce a management plan for the committee's consideration. Meanwhile, despite the hot debate on the temple, the situation along the border province of Sisaket remained calm. However, the situation might get heated as another PAD member, Veera Somkwamkit, is planning to take a group of protesters to the temple this weekend. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more news on the Nation website. Have a very nice weekend.
สวัสดีค่ะ and welcome to the Nation Digital News with me, Wannapha Khawpha, and with today's top stories. UNESCO Committee on World Heritage decided on Thursday to delay decision on Pravihan Temple Management Plan for another year after Thailand and Cambodia stood firm on their positions concerning the plan. The committee, who is meeting in Brazil this week, will reconsider the plan again when they meet in Bahrain next year. Earlier, Natural Resources and Environment Minister Suwit Kunkitti made several attempts on Thursday to block Cambodia's management plan for the Pravihan Temple from the World Heritage Committee's consideration, while the delegation from Phnom Penh stood firm. Cambodia insisted on pushing forward with the plan, saying it had already given Thailand too much. Meanwhile, the Cha Thai Patana Party on Friday called for the government to designate the Pravihan Temple dispute as a national agenda and urged the intervention of ex-Premier Thaksin Shinawatra. Party spokesman Vathara Kanika said in report, Chat Thai Patana remains concerned about the dispute to resurface again next year and wants Thaksin to assist in reasoning with the Cambodian government in the court. Vathara said Thaksin, in his capacity as Cambodia's chief advisor and a patriotic Thai, ought to intervene to resolve the dispute without having to wait for an invitation by the Thai government. He said his party wanted to congratulate the authorities concerned for successfully pushing for the UNESCO World Heritage Committee to delay on its approval of Cambodia's temple management plan, which would give time for Thailand to safeguard its territorial integrity.